Hello, everyone. Today is day 35 of the war in Gaza. We continue to daven for the soldiers, for those who have been kidnapped. We try to increase our mitzvos as a merit for the entire Jewish people. We are davening for all of them. This week's Erev Shabbos video Dvar Torah is being sponsored by Susie and Lenny Fold. In memory of Susie's mother, Doris Dome, Devora Malka, Bat Yosef Moshe, Halevi Verisha Aleha Shalom, on the occasion of her first yahrzeit on the 25th of Cheshvan, and her neshama should have an aliyah. We thank Susie and Lenny for the sponsorship. In this week's parsha, Abraham sends his servant Eliezer to find a wife for his son Yitzchak. He sends him back to his homeland, but he doesn't tell Eliezer specifically what kind of girl he think would be a good fit for Yitzchak. But Eliezer on his own seems to understand that if he's to find someone who's to join the family, the household, the mission of Abraham, well, that means it must be someone who exemplifies and is a model of chesed, of loving kindness. And so as he gets to Aram Naraim, to the city, he's near the well, the spring outside of the city, and he davens to Hashem, and he says, Hashem, if one of the young women comes out, Vayaha Nara, and I will tell her, please, Hatina kadech v'eshtek, can I have some water to drink? If a woman will respond, Shasei, you should drink, V'gam gamalech ashka, and not only that, but I'll provide water for your camels, someone who is so kind, generous, who offers even more than is what is being asked for, then that will be the sign that that is the person who is fit to marry Yitzchak and join Abraham's household. And then the Torah describes the encounter between Eliezer and Rivka. And when we read it carefully, we see many details which are meant to stress the incredible kindness and thoughtfulness and respect and refinement of Rivka. Immediately after Eliezer finishes speaking, then suddenly he sees the Na'ara, the young girl, is coming. Vatered ha'aina, v'tamalei kadavatal. She had just gone down into the well. So first of all, we have to understand, it's not like you would turn on a faucet. You would go down these steps, down 10, 20, 30 feet into the ground to the source of the water, and you would fill up this jug of water, which was heavy, and carry it back all the way up the steps and carry it on your shoulder. Vayaretz Everlik Rasa, and Eliezer ran to see her, to meet her, and he asked her, Hagmiini na mai mikadech. Hagmiini, according to some, is a very rough language. Give me some of that water. And she's just gone down and lifted it up, and this stranger is being rude to her. She has it on her shoulder. Even just taking it down off the shoulder is a great effort. But she does it. Vatomer, and she says, Shesei Adoni, my master, sir, please drink. She's respectful and refined. Vatimaher vatored kadal yada, and quickly she brings it, lowers it off her shoulder, which is not something interesting, easy. Vatachalashko, so he finishes drinking, and then she says, Gam ligmalecha eshav, I'll go back down. I'll go walk back down the 3 flights. I'll fill up the jug. I'll bring it up for your camels also. And she goes and she does that. Vatarat, she runs to do it. She's so happy to do it. Vatishav l'chol gmalav, and she brings enough water for all the camels to drink. Vatar kada ela shoka, she pours the water into the trough that the camels would drink from. V'ha'ish mishta'ela, and he is standing there, shocked. As the Sforno points out, he's standing there, and he is not helping. He is not helping. You would think, someone could say, I'm happy to do it, but can you please help me? And she's not bothered by it. She's just so happy to help this other person, this foreigner, stranger who's just showed up in town, for him and all of his camels. Vahi kasher kilu hagmalim lishtos, and it was after the camels finished drinking, he gives her rings, he gives her jewelry, and asks her name, what family she is from. Some of the comments I shared with you are from the Sforno. The Sforno here also has a very interesting comment. They point out it was after the camels finished drinking. If we imagine it, she would have brought all the water, filled up jugs, and then she dumps it into the trough, and then the camels start drinking. It takes a while for them to drink. So Eliezer didn't speak to her after she brought the water, but only after all the camels had finished drinking, as the Sforno points out. It was after already a long time. They had been sitting there 10 minutes. Eliezer saw that she did all this and she wasn't expecting anything in return. She wasn't expecting a gift or a tip. She was ready to go back on her way and get the water for her own family. And that's when he said, wait a second, who are you? Who are you? What is your family name? The kindness of Rivka really is incredible when you think about it. The physical effort, happy to do it for someone you've never met, happy to do it even though the person is not from your town, even though the person maybe is a little bit rude. It's just a positive, overwhelmingly generous heart. But I think also part of the test was, would she do this? Would she be kind for someone who she had never met? But also, would she be kind for someone who she would never see again? Someone moves into our community, we have never met them, and it's easier to be kind, because when we are kind, even if we're not expecting a quid pro quo in return, but often we are kind as part of a reciprocal, loving, healthy relationship. I'm kind to you because we are friends, because we have a relationship, we are part of a community. Sometimes it's hard, or we're less motivated to be kind to someone, to really go out of our way if we know we will never see them again. We may not mind if they think badly of us, we'll never have to interact with them again. And also, if we're never going to see them again, so then it's almost like a waste of our energy, of our emotional capacity. This can't become a friendship, this can't become a relationship. So why do it? But Rivka, it didn't matter. It didn't matter that she had never seen him before. And it didn't matter that she wouldn't see him again. She was kind to him. In our community, Brookline, as we all know, there are often people who visit for good reasons, on vacation. There are people who are here temporarily for not as positive reasons, for medical treatment. There are people who maybe move in just for a year. And sometimes it's hard. We feel like we have less, again, emotional capacity or energy to really go out of our way, to extend ourselves, to be kind, if we know the person is going to be disappearing. We'll never see them again. And it is harder. It is harder to be kind in such situations. And that exactly was the test of Rivka. Would she be kind? Would she show her generous heart to someone who she never asked for his name, didn't know his name, had never seen him before, and would never see him again? And she was. And that was the test. And for that, she was worthy and deserving to join the family of Avram. And so the next time that there's an opportunity, next time that we see that there's someone in need, that we can help, that we could be welcoming, that we can do something for someone, we can invite someone for a Shabbos meal. And sometimes it might be a little bit hard, and especially, again, if we feel like we're not going to see them again, what's the point? So in those situations, we should remember Rivka. That is what she teaches us. It is this kind of chesed, again, even when he won't see the person again, is what made her worthy to be a matriarch. That is a sign of what it means to be a member of the Jewish people, to be of the descendants of Rivka. And this thought should strengthen our hearts, the kindness that is in our hearts, and the kindness that we perform with our deeds. Good Shabbos, everyone, and Shabbat Shalom.